Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Point of Thought podcast, where we bring your mind, where we elevate your spirit, and where we bring back your soul where you need it. So today I got two guests. I got my two best friends, Nicole and Nikki. So I'm gonna let you guys present yourself. Then from there we're gonna start. So Nicole, let's go with you first.
Hello, Nicole.
So my next one is my friend. I just saw her today. Don't get too excited. I'm gonna let you present yourself.
I got Nikki.
All right, her name is Nikki. So today the main subject is because you know on this podcast the most thing we do is talking about mental health. So we're gonna talk about the baby daddy issues that we found, around the society. So my first question is going to go to Nicole. So Nicole, tell me your good and your bad experience. I mean, what can you say about baby daddy?
Oh, the good part about Kylie's father, I'm gonna start with Kylie's father, is he's been there the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
From the birth until we decided to split.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my ex-husband, I was married for 12 years. I mean, together with him for 12 years, married for 8.
Mm-hmm.
And when we split, it was, oh, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. So through the whole divorce process, it was a money issue going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, why, if you're going to New York, I'm keeping the kids, you
Mm-hmm.
should, pay your part, do your part.
Mm-hmm.
So after going through all that, my spouse support ended up becoming my child support. But
Oh.
he had other females that got in the way that had other kids. And he was taking care of those kids better than he was taking care of his own.
Mm.
So I'm just like, these are your biological kids.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you treating them 10 times better than your
Mm-hmm.
biological children?
Mm-hmm.
It was no good between us. It was completely bad
Oh
until about
wow.
my kids got about around their teens.
So my question back to you is, do you do you know the main issue? While I mean, was it the communication or just that it was just being petty? What do you think?
I think it was more so the new wife
Mm-hmm.
that came into the picture because it was my kids, my kids, my kids.
Mm-hmm.
So when my kids would go down there, they'd call me like, "Oh, mommy, she's treating me this way, she's treating me that way." So I think it was just more so the other wife,
Oh,
his second partner, whatever
so
you want to call her.
let me ask Nikki. So Nikki, tell me your experience about the baby daddy issues. Like, do you think that it's because men are growing faster than women, or it's just that men don't realize that being a baby daddy it takes more than money? What do you think? Like, I mean, just share your story for me.
So I have two baby daddies.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest children's father. Um, Me and his relationship. We basically grew up together.
Okay.
Um, we were both 21 when we had both kids.
Mm-hmm.
He went to jail,
Mm-hmm.
so it was all on me. Um, my youngest daughter's father. Me and him, we're cool. Well, both of my kids' fathers were cool. Like it's no beef issue.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly my youngest daughter's father, um, just basically like what Nicole said, when it's a female in the picture, you forget about the kid. I don't like that. That's not cool because you all about their child and that's not fair.
So, for me.
And I feel like if you are at the point to where as though you lay down and have a child or
Mm-hmm.
children, you got to grow up.
That that's right.
It's so the female matures quicker than the male, whatever have y'all need to grow up together because at the end of the day, The kid didn't ask to be here. The children didn't ask to be here.
That's right.
So get your get your shit together. Like, do what you're supposed to do as a parent. My youngest daughter's father, he does the bare minimum. Like, I don't ask him for anything. I say anything, I'm lying. I ask him to take our daughter to and from school. That's it. So even if I was to pick up the phone and say Destiny needs this, Destiny needs that, it shouldn't be no issue because what do you really do?
That
Shouldn't be no issue. It should not be no argument or nothing. Or I don't have it, find it. Just like I had to find it.
so
So that's just basically my story. So I mean, everything is always on the mother. That's not fair either. Um, when your parents, it should be a 50-50 thing, whether you're together or not.
that's true.
So
So from a male perspective, so what I can say is this. So mm, most, I mean, so the way men we think is that if you have a child with me, me and you is, I mean, we are together for life. And most of the time, when they have another woman in the picture, we think that, okay, you know what? Let me try to please this lady because I know that my baby mama, we are set for life. So, men, we use that as an excuse that, okay, the only way that I'm going to get your attention if is if I don't pay anything. So you have to call me. So the way the way men think is completely different because we don't grow as fast as we're supposed to do. Most of the time, you realize what we did when we reach the age of 35. And for the women, that's not the case. And number two, sometimes men feel like the way you'll be asking stuff is just that y'all want to be back with us. So we're going to use that, because men, we love that drama too. Don't get me wrong, we love that. The drama issue, the arguing, the even though it's not safe, but we kind of love that because we think, okay, if we have that connection back, I can get her back. So this for the male perspective. So my second question for both of you guys is, if you think about your life right now, what do you think that you should have done or you could have done better to improve that relationship? See, I mean, I'm talking about after the breakup, like, the parenting and all that stuff. What do you think that you should have done or you could have done better? I'm going with Nicole.
I guess not being so high headed, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
high headed. I will jump in your ass quick. So if I was more level headed, I think it would have went a lot smoother.
Mm-hmm.
But by us being both Virgos, we bump heads constantly. So it was never going to be level headed at all between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
But I think communication also works in this situation as well. If I think the communication would have been a lot better, I think we would have been a lot smoother.
So I'm going with you, Nikki.
with me, I would probably say communication played a role too. Um, it's just so much that I can say right now, but I'm not going to say it because it's going to be aired on the internet. So I'm
I
going to
know,
try to
I
keep
know,
it
I know.
at the minimum as possible.
Yep.
Um, at the end of the day, I don't regret my kids.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I know you're a
Um,
lovely mother.
I love them to death. Um, I just wish that I picked who I laid down better.
That's a good
Um,
one.
both of my baby fathers and I were from two different worlds.
Hmm.
Um, you really got to skip me on that one because, like I
I
said, it's
know.
just so much that I can say. I'm gonna just leave it
No, no,
alone.
no, no,
I'm gonna
no,
leave it
no.
alone.
I mean, no, I mean, I understand because most of it is communication. That's the main thing. Most of the time, we parents, we don't know to keep the main thing. And because we put emotion into it and, like, let me just say, like, drama into it and all that stuff. But for me, the best way to keep a relationship with your baby daddy or your baby mother is communication. Learn how to communicate better, and there's always room for improvement. Because I've been in a situation. I'm not gonna say how. So you guys are gonna laugh at me. So so the girl faked that I was quote unquote the daddy of a child, and I knew I was not. So you know me, trying to be nice and all that. So she was like a hot potato, yes, and she liked that drama, the action, the fist fight, and all that stuff. Don't get me wrong though, I had me a good time for that because she was coming, and then we had. I'm not gonna say the word XEX. So I mean sex, like I said, right? So we had a good time, but so but the main thing that I kept it, the main thing is okay, even though that we are not really together, we have to make sure that the kid is safe as well. Even though I'm not sure if I'm the daddy or no, I know your condition. I know it's a lot that you got going on. So let the baby out first. Then from that, we're gonna figure it out. Even though the way I found out I wasn't the pappy was kind of funny. When the baby came out, it didn't even look like mine. I mean, I already knew from the jump. So she called my mother, talk about, oh yeah, I think he's. My mother said, nah, I know that man. I know that man, baby. I know. So long story short, she came to my house. I mean to my mother house, trying to break windows and all the stuff. Almost set me on fire. That one is
Oh, she
yeah.
was a crazy hoe.
Yeah, but back in them days, I was here when I was well, so I like the action. So yeah, so that's how. But the main thing was for me is uh the communication. I think that's the main thing. The main thing. So my third question is, so what do you think that you can say to your baby daddy just to improve the relationship? Like, just that one word that gonna say, okay, look, I know maybe I'm wrong. So just trying to imagine that that's something that you can say to improve the relationship now.
So I would say, like, with my youngest daughter's father, like, we got our moments. So as though we cool and we not cool. The
Mm-hmm.
only reason why we're not cool is because he's not getting what he wants for me. If you can
Mm-hmm.
read between the lines.
Lines. Yep.
But other than that, like we think he's like we're best friends. So and from what you just asked, Jack, like another thing that could have improved better, like
Mm-hmm.
boundaries have to be set.
That's
Like
that's the
I'm
main
with
thing.
you. Why is your other baby mother in our shit? Like they don't got nothing to do with her.
That's true.
Mind your business. Cause what you and him got going on, I could care less about. I
Right.
love your other kids, but on the same token, what you and her got going on with y'all kids, I don't care nothing about because it's not mine.
But hey,
So boundaries have to be set also.
okay. So my okay, just to go back to you, imagine, because I saw it on TV. So just imagine that one day, you got your father. I mean, your baby daddy, if I can say it right. So he brings his other kids, and he feed more the other daughter or the other son better than your kid. So are you gonna feel some type of way, or you think that it's appropriate?
If he was to bring his other kids around,
Yes.
absolutely not. That's my child's brother and sister. Again, they didn't ask to be here. They have nothing to do with nothing. But I wouldn't be like, no, your kids can't come over my house. That's rude. That's ignorant. They're kids.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Vice versa. If he was to bring my daughter around his other kids or over their house, I wouldn't care because my child is getting that time with their brother and sister.
that's true. So Nicole, so to go back to you, what do you think that you can say right now just to improve the relationship?
I yeah, our relationship, my first baby father, our relationship's already improved.
Mm-hmm.
The third wife, I love her. She does everything and anything for Dante and Jaden. So I have no issues with her at all. And we communicate very, very well. With Kyrie's father, we speak, and that's pretty much about it. If it's not about the child, then that's all.
So okay. So the my other question is, so the way you set boundaries, do you think that is one of the reason why they act up, or it's just that they just want to be buttholes, if I can say?
I mean, with mine, I would say so. My oldest children's father.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, we cool. We really don't talk because it's not nothing really to talk about. They're 21 and 24.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing to talk about. They grown. They out the way. I don't need nothing from you. Whatever have you. So I speak to him, he speaks to me, and that's it. That he might call and be like, "Hi, the kids, whatever have you, whatever, whatever." But most of the time, it's not even that because, like I said, they're grown. They have their own phone. It's nothing for us to talk about. Um, with my youngest daughter, father, um, like I said, when he not getting what he want from me, he's an ass.
Wow.
But it's okay because I can be an ass back. But I'm gonna be an ass a million times. And Jack, you already know how I am,
I
how I
know.
get down. So
So,
I mean, we could play fire for fire. But at the end of the day, you don't mind whose feelings is gonna be hurt because once again, I can cut you off and won't have to ask you for nothing because at the end of the day, you don't do it, your mother gonna do it. That's not the that's not the answer because I didn't lay down with her. But my child will never ever be without.
that
So
I mean, that's right. So I mean, the way I see it is just that, like I said in the beginning, man, the way we view things sometimes it's not the same as women. Like uh women are fast paced, people, they're really fast and they're kind of smarter than us men. Men, we just like a slow train, and most of the time is because we don't know how to be parents. A
well,
lot
if
of
y'all don't know how to be parents, y'all should have thought about it before you laid down. That's it. That's all.
But you gotta understand too, Nicole.
Or if you don't want to
Nikki.
learn, you should have thought about it.
But when we lay down with somebody, we're not thinking about having kids. We want to have
Well,
fun
And that's the
anything is
problem.
anything is possible.
because
Stop thinking with your penis, think with your head.
I mean, like they like to say, don't let your erection give you direction. That's what my papa said. Don't let your erection give you direction, like for real. Like sometimes she might be sweet and all that, but just let it go. Just leave her alone. And okay, because man, the fun part about it is when we see somebody that we like, that testosterone just kicks in. And when that stuff go up, yeah, most of the time we're not thinking right. Even the protection then comes even to play. Uh, so my thing is like we don't have enough background just to be parents, and most of the time, I mean, we don't have our daddies around us. That's the main thing. The main thing because we don't know. There's nobody told us. I mean, taught us how to be fathers, and and that kind of play a big role to it. But
I mean, it do play an important role because neither one of my baby fathers had their dads. But
mhm,
on the same token, that's not an excuse either.
I get it. So because men, when we cry, they're gonna say, "Oh, you know what? Get off your period. Just be a man." See, I mean, we don't know. Like, just imagine me waking up tomorrow. They say, "Oh, you are the daddy." Oh, this. Like, I don't know how to act, but and because we don't know, because y'all females, y'all know how to be mothers because one day you got your cousin kid, so you kind of learning. We don't know that. All we know is parties. The ladies right there. We got, I mean, the Hennessy right there. After the third
Who
shot,
drinks Hennessy?
I'm just saying it. You got Hennessy and tequila. They're both good luck. They all do the same effect. When that third shot hit, everything looks good to you. Next thing you know, you waking up. I'm like, what did that? It's like that's what happened. So going back to Nicole, like, why do you think that men don't want to be around their kids? Because most of the time, women, I, I know you got that feelings that we don't want to be around. What's your perspective?
Distractions.
Yeah.
Um, Females.
I mean, because if you just because in this age right now, there's a lot of distraction. I mean, we see everything this age. We see everything. We got internet, the Instagram models and the BBLs, and I mean, it's everything's out there. So we don't really, like I say, man. There's nobody teaching us how to be better parents. We don't know.
But on the same token, if it's nobody teaching you how to be a better parent, are you willing to learn? Are you willing to take the time out your day to learn? Are you willing to take the time to take a hour, two, three, four out your day to learn your child, their likes, their favorite color, their favorite food, that type of stuff like that? Are you willing to learn?
So,
No, it's not gonna happen overnight, but still, are you willing to learn? Are you willing to take that time out your busy schedule to learn your child,
so
to learn how to be a father?
we, I mean, it's hard for us because we wasn't there at the beginning, so we don't know what to do. We don't.
But even if you were there from the beginning, but once again, it's not hard to catch on. If you could see the mother doing X, Y, and Z, catch on, catch on.
Okay. So for me, the mother got to be kind of, I mean, she got to be involved. Like, she got to step up to say, okay, you got to do this. And, I mean, like, yeah, because most of the time, Just take the kid, say, hey, just figure it out. And man, we don't know. We don't know. Just give us a break. We
Jay,
don't know.
if I was your baby mother,
Yeah.
and if it was this, it was if it was that situation,
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have to tell you. I feel like the same way you get up every morning
Mm-hmm.
and you take a shower, you wash your face, you brush your teeth. It's the same way you should be teaching your child how to do the same thing. Just like you get up every day and you go to work.
Yep.
And you a working man. I see it every day. You need to teach your son, you need to get up every day.
That's
When you
yep.
get older, when you get that
Mm-hmm.
age, this is what you're supposed to do. It's not hard to teach. Just like you teach a dog how to do things,
Mm-hmm.
you could teach a child to do something.
I get it, but this my thing too. When a man, because most of the time when we have the other women around too, we tend to listen to the other, I mean, to the new girlfriend than you, because our brain is, I mean, the way it goes is like, okay, I'm having this new chick, so I'm gonna listen to everything that she's gonna present to me. My previous relationship is kind of my side chick, so everything that she gonna say about our kids, we just gonna be like, man, I don't want to listen to that. But
You can't, you could never. I understand what you're saying, but you could never. Another female could never tell me nothing. Tell You should not be listening to what another female is telling you about your child. Now, what that female do with her child, that's her business. But you should never listen of what somebody else is telling you about your child. That makes no sense.
but that's how
A
men we
man could
think.
never. I a man a man could never. A new man in my life could never tell me what I should do with my child.
Because, like I said, you are a mother, you understand the child more than we do. That's my point.
But no, that's an excuse. That's an
Man, no,
excuse.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
know. I
no.
just feel like that's
We not wired the same. We think like,
nobody is wired the same,
okay,
female or male. Nobody is wired the same. Even though me and Nicole, we mothers, we don't think the same.
that's true. But like I said, men, we most of the time we need to see examples somewhere. Like first of all, like what is kind of friends? How about all his other friends? I mean, if they don't have uh 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 uh, uh how can I say it? If they don't have somebody teaching them how to be fathers, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. I mean, no matter how you bring it, I get it, but man, we need guidance. And most of the time, we don't know. This is why most of the time the father become a better man once he grew up with his dad. That's how it goes. If you don't know his
I
daddy,
can't I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that because
I need somebody to
I
show
just
me.
can't agree with that because at the end of the day, you don't a child, a man, a male child doesn't necessarily need their father. They need their father. Every child needs their parent in their life. But just like my oldest two kids,
Yes.
he wasn't always around. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But the way I raised my son, anything that my baby father will tell my son today,
Hmm.
my son not listening
Mm.
because one, you weren't there, and two, the person that you can't give me no advice on nothing
Okay.
because you're not a great father yourself.
Okay.
So how can you who are you to tell me anything?
But like I said, your son to be a better father, he needs a father figure. He needs somebody to bring you the grassroots about how to be a father. That's my point. If you don't have nobody, I've been there, done that. If you don't have nobody to teach you how to be a father, you're not gonna make it. It's just facts. You can ask
I
any man,
can't.
even.
I can't. I get what you, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. I can't.
I mean, it just. I mean, it's just the way that we are wired. That's just how it is. Like if we don't have somebody to teach us how to be parent, we're not gonna do it. That's just how we are. That's why we do the same thing over and over. That's that's how men are wired.
Because
We
you choose to do the same thing over and over.
no. It's not about choice. It's just that he never saw something better. Until he found out something better, he gonna change. Women, no. You guys are not like that. Like you guys are very handy on things like that. Men, we not. We need somebody to teach us to sit down to say, okay, look, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. I had to learn the hard way myself. If I didn't know no better, oh yeah. But like I said, about every situation that I had, it was just somebody say, okay, no, let's go this way. But before that, man, please, I didn't want to hear that. I can't count how many females that I made cry. I'm not proud of it, but I'm just telling the truth. I'm not proud of it, but it's just facts. So that's how man. I mean, that's who we are. And the best way as a mother to talk to your man, you have to sit him down, have a calm voice, and watch. Because those are the words that eat. I mean, that we eat the most. It are the ones that first. How can I bring it out? That you say privately. Number one, number two, it's quiet. It's your tone. If you tell a man, I say, okay, listen to this. This is your child. You have to grow up. If you start arguing, then you leave. When that man go back to his car, watch. He gonna start crying because that's how we are wired. But if you come to a man trying to
Let
be
me.
Mr. Macho Man, that we're not gonna listen.
That's not always the case either because my youngest daughter father been like, and I feel like he takes advantage of the situation because I'm nice to him. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but he know when I'm playing with him, and he knows when I'm serious. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I could come to him all day, have the calmest voice.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny needs this, or you need to step up more, this, that, and the third, whatever have
Mm-hmm.
you. It could be I could whisper that to him, and
Mm-hmm.
he's still gonna do what he do. Men do what they want to do when they want to do it. That's not cool because we
Because
mothers have to do it.
I get it. This is the okay. This is the problem. Like I said, even to my wife, I say this. Man, we are hard headed for a reason. Everywhere that you see, I mean, even on social media, you gotta be strong. You gotta be a man. You gotta be this. You gotta be that guy. So we think, oh, you know what? I'm the man. I don't have to do this. But the reality of this age is just that it doesn't even matter anymore. You can be a dad and a mother at the same time. I'm talking about both ways. Also, see, male single parents really be mothers and fathers at the same time. But we need somebody to teach us. We need something to happen before we move forward. If that stuff never happened, we will never grow. Some people is jail. Some people is bankruptcy. Some people is gang. I mean, like we need that. We change for one and single thing. Since that look, If that stuff never happened, we will never change. And I mean, that's just us. We need something to move. If we don't see nothing, we're not gonna move. Even even in the Bible, watch this. To Abraham, to Noah, man start moving when something start happening. If nothing happened, we're not gonna move forward. That's just us. How many men that you know that how can I say it? They really start thinking about that they're gonna be parents when the baby's out compared to the mothers. The mothers, she got 9 months down to it. She started buying clothes. Man, we don't care. Until the stuff happen, oh, you know what? I gotta give money to this. Oh, I got that's how we are. But when it's time for fun, until the fun is not funny no more, that's what we do. So man, we only gonna change when things are gonna that's us. Like let me share this to you. Me, this is how I change. I used to be I mean, you guys know me. Big booty, that's my second name. I was around all over the place. This is how I changed. When I saw my wife say, listen, I can't do this without you. And she started crying. I start arguing. She said, for the second time, I can't do this. Then I see my son. Then one day, I was messing with somebody, trying to play games. And guess where I almost end up? The grave because somebody put a pistol at me because I was trying to mess with somebody's wife. Whoop, there it is. He said, Mr. Jack, what you doing over here? I said, I don't know. Then I was in my car naked, running away in the hot summer. Who chased me around? Nobody. Then I start driving my car in the hot summer. Then I park my car all naked, no clothes. From that day, once I went back home all naked, without no clothes on, and I almost died, I said, say less. All them women, I'ma leave them around. Since that day, you can ask her. I became a better man. So, man, we change. We really gonna change when something happen, until something like big happen. That's why you see, man. I mean, that's just us. So just give us a break. Until that something never happen, we will never change. We will never. We're gonna do the same thing over and over till we fuck up some more.
But you saying give y'all a break. But as mothers, do we get a break?
And this is why there's no equal rights. It just the reality. It just I mean, like the same way that sometimes women get favors. So that's kind of what it is. So yeah, yep. So it was a good episode. Maybe we're gonna have a second one, and we really gonna talk about it. I don't know your schedule, but I think next time is the best time, so we can move. I mean, forward. And I'm ready for any question. All right, guys.
All right, Giacomo.
All right. Okay, Bookie. So thank you guys for tuning in. It was a good one. It was a really good one. So see you next time and see you for the next episode. Have a good night, guys, and see y'all later. Bye bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.